short I was. Yeah. Is this better? Okay. Well, welcome, ladies. We're really excited to have all of you here. I know a lot of people didn't have the information to come today, and that was because we really thought this would be a very small, very intimate information session. So welcome. Like I said, we're really happy you are here, and there's an earful of other girls here on the line with me. So we are connected, and I think the count was 8 different states already that are just here with us right now. So I wanted to go ahead and introduce some people. We've been working on this for a little while, and we welcome you guys following us or also being involved somewhat organically and unofficially. And basically the holdup, as most things, is the IRS. We are currently filing as a 501c3 nonprofit, and basically that just has a couple little hurdles that we're questioning back and forth because they want to make sure that we are legitimate before they give us non-tax exempt status. So that's the holdup, but we are very organized and very real and very ready to get going. And the 3 prongs that we really wanted to focus on in the beginning was a network. So this is what we're doing already. And we had realized in our research that there's already an organization like this in Europe, in Australia, and in Ireland. So we're not late to the party, we're exactly on time. We've been in communications with those 3 groups as well, and it's really exciting, and they're actually proud of us for the work that we've been doing. When is Boyd ever long-winded, by the way? So anyway, that's the first prong, is our network. Give a little shout out to Boyd. And the second one, he doesn't even hear us.
You know, it started with the first,
So girls that are on the phone here, Boyd Browning is eavesdropping on our meeting. So the network, number 1, is already intact. The second thing, we want to make a mentor program, and not necessarily a formal internship, not necessarily for 18 to 25-year-olds, and not necessarily for people in a 4-year formal education. As we all know, there's a lot of people that love horses, make this their second career. They don't go to college necessarily for some of the aspects, and we want more of a mentor than an internship, so we can truly match up people that are best suited to learn from, teach, and experience. So we need a lot of help with that. We have a lot of people here in the formal education setting that can help set this up, but we really want our chairperson, Kiki, who will show up momentarily. She has a big goal in that we can receive college credits for this as well if people want to go down that track. So we do need a lot of help in that regard to make this really serious and esteemed and valuable down the road. And then lastly, we want to do grants. So not necessarily scholarships, and it kind of goes into all the same veins that I said a minute ago. But, examples could be a bug girl that wants to move her tack, or someone that wants to experience the Southern Hemisphere breeding season. So things like that I think are really important. And again, they aren't scholarships, they're grant program. So those are kind of the 3 things we want to focus on and get started. But I know people like Kate brought up in a focus group we had in August how they tried to do something like this in the 70s for something as simple as getting toilet tissue in the girls' bathroom on the backside. So a lot of people have brought up different issues to us and different things to focus on. And we also want to say that those aren't not being acknowledged. Sorry, that was horrible grammar. But those things are important too, and if they're important to you, they're important to us. But we're going to start small, we're going to be very serious, and we're going to accomplish those things to the best of our ability before we go ahead and branch out and take over the world. So that's basically it for me. I'm going to listen to these girls in my ear, and then we're going to open up for questions and discussions as well. But I also wanted to introduce you all to some of the board members that we have picked. And you guys are here because we want you to be a part of this. It's not a membership organization, and your input has a lot to do with what we're going to do. So thank you again for coming.
I'm on. So I'm Anna Seitz, CNLO, and I work here at Fasig-Tipton, and the girls were very kind and asked me to be on the board, which is pretty cool. I'm excited about it. And Boyd Browning, who was just standing up there, came to me about 6 months ago and said, I've been talking with the bank and Stacy Burge, and we're going to start this organization for women in racing. And it was really cool because it's a male, and he came to me and said, this is what we want to do. So he said Fasig-Tipton's going to pitch in some money, and let's get this rolling. And so that's kind of how it was first brought to me. And at the same time, Allie on her own has been brainstorming this idea for several years too. So she told me about it. I'm like, well, Boyd just told me about his idea, and that's kind of how I got pulled into it, which I'm excited about. And Allie's our executive director. I don't know if she properly introduced herself, so we have our first official employee.